The important thing with Africa is that there's a much bigger macro story. Africa is growing more quickly than almost any other continent, and it's important that we're there. The other thing about Africa is that technology is going to change the way things are done in Africa. So the traditional approach to selling in Africa, I think, is not going to work, and technology is going to play an important role. So the key thing for us is to establish a presence. In 2006, we were not in Africa. We're now in 14 countries in Africa, okay? And we're in the business of asset management, property development, health, long-term insurance, and short-term insurance in sub-Saharan Africa. So the important thing is we've established our presence. Now what we need to do is grow that presence. And in conjunction with Standard Bank, with whom we have a bancassurance arrangement, which was historically limited to South Africa and now expands across the African continent, we believe we're well positioned for growth.
How much money are you setting aside for growth in Africa? In
terms of investment, we've made our investments. We've spent about 440 odd million rand in Africa. At the moment, we're not contemplating spending any more. The one area of Africa where we don't have enough representation, to my mind right now, is West Africa and specifically Ghana and Nigeria. So, you know, we would look we're looking to find the right way of entering the Nigerian market. We're in the health business in Nigeria, but we need to look at getting a life license. We also need to think about the asset management business in Nigeria.
Is it worth looking at an acquisition rather there?
Well, I think the thing about Nigeria is it's very unlikely that the regulator in Nigeria will issue any more life licenses. So I think the only way you're going to enter that market is through an acquisition. We have looked at a number of acquisitions and we haven't been comfortable with the quality of the management of all the businesses that we've seen.
On the health side of the business, still making a loss there, 45 million rand loss. How are you going to turn this around? You talk about the fact that you still don't have enough scale. So I suppose the key element here would be to increase your customer base. How will you do this?
So there are two angles to the African business. There's an administration platform or business which operates out of Cape Town. We have a South African business which is supported out of that business, and we have an African business which is supported out of that platform in Cape Town. The African business is a health insurance business, and we've grown the number of lives there quite significantly in the period, and we think we can grow the lives quite significantly going forward. We think we can get about 200 to 300,000 lives out of the African market, and and we will continue to do that.
Over what time period?
We would have thought within the next 2 years. We've had to strengthen the capability in the African market to manage the kind of business that we're in there. So we've had to invest in risk management capabilities. We had to invest in additional actuarial capabilities. Those are now in place. We had to invest in data warehouses. Those are all in place. They're in the cost base. And then we also had to, in turning to the South African business, the challenge there is to work with our key partner, which is Liberty Medical Scheme, in growing the number of lives on their scheme. Now, what we haven't done historically is sell a great many of their products through our tied distribution force, primarily because our tied distribution force was not accredited. We're in the process of accrediting 1,000 of our tied advisors. That process will hopefully be completed by the end of September. And if we can add another 15,000 lives to the scheme, the South African business breaks even.